you. Thank you, Timothy. At the earlier service, we had the most wonderful props of our grandchildren, so you'll just have to bear with the two of us for this service. I'm George, and this is Ophelia Paine, and we were asked by Hal Johnson and Rebecca Collins to speak about the capital campaign today, not because we're leaders in the effort, but because we've become such ardent believers in the importance of the vision at this time in the Cathedral's history. Ophelia and I were asked to call upon several communicants for early gifts. As we thought about what the church meant to us and what would be accomplished by the additions, we realized even more profoundly what this community has meant to us over the last 45 years. We started coming here because of Ophelia's great aunt and great uncle, Ophelia and Walter Stokes Jr., two stalwarts of this wonderful church who are probably remembered now by only a tiny number of communicants. Ophelia and I were married here because of them. We were confirmed here. Our children were baptized and confirmed here. Our grandchildren were baptized here, and we plan to be memorialized here. Numerous friends and relatives also had the same events with children, and some of them had their services here too. We love worshiping here, and we love serving the community through this church. With all that in mind, we made a contribution we thought was sacrificial and a stretch over 5 years. Two of the communicants we called upon were our daughter-in-law and son, Kristen and Carter Paine. We talked to them about our history with the church and the critical needs for the future. They made a pledge unhesitatingly, a pledge that was twice as large as ours. Quite frankly, we were embarrassed by their generosity. We went home, we talked about it, and we called the church to double our pledge since it's over 5 years. And the church was happy to accept that. We need to attract more and more young families like Kristen and Carter with new, updated, and appealing spaces. They're the lifeblood of our church, and they need to know we embrace them and are postured for the future for them. So it's now a sacrificial pledge plus, but one made with full confidence in this master plan, a plan for facilities to create much needed space for fellowship, for our youth, and for the outreach goals of the church. It's a commitment we're delighted to make. Because of the size of this commitment, we feel we can now leave a tangible testament in a plaque or some other recognition to the memory of Ophelia and Walter Stokes Jr., as well as a church building in which future generations of Paines can worship and rejoice. We hope and we would urge you to give the same consideration in making your own pledge or amended pledge, as the case might be. Downtown Nashville is in a renaissance and will soon be populated by as many people who were once down here in the early days of the church. We need to be able to accommodate them and their children and future generations of Episcopalians so they can enjoy the same experiences that we've had. Thank you.
Thank you, George. We show our appreciation for the Paines.